digging that countdown music. How about you, Taylor? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, my friends. I still have my glasses on. Wondering, gosh, it's been one of those morning people. It has been one of those mornings. Happy Friday. It's brunch with the bunch. We're doing a beginner's guide to Adventureland. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this one. I did put in the description down below all of the playlist of all the kind of ins and outs of each land. We're starting obviously in Disneyland, and we did Main Street. We did New Orleans. We kicked it off with New Orleans Square, which is my favorite land. We did Critter Country, Frontierland. So definitely check that out if you really want to know those tips, those tricks, those behind the scenes kind of things, and also a little bit of history and hidden gems in each land. So we're going to go through that today, Taylor. I'm so excited because I love Adventureland. It's so much fun. It's probably, it's definitely one of my favorite lands. And I am hyper today. How about you?
I am not. I'm still in bed. I am tired.
I look at it. This is that shirt we got, and it matches the ears that you made me.
Cute.
I need to be further back, I think. But so yeah, I digress. So I'm super excited. We actually have two guests joining us, which we're going to welcome in just a little bit. But if you happen to be watching this on the replay, please leave a comment down below, #replay, and tell us what you love most in Adventureland. What are your favorite attractions, things to eat, all those wonderful things? Let us know in the comments below. And chat, start letting us know, what are your favorite things about Adventureland? Or what do you have questions about in Adventureland? Let's say hi to all our peeps that are joining us live. And I do so appreciate you taking part of your precious Friday and spending it with us, talking about, our favorite things in Disney parks today, Adventureland. Welcome, Kevin, Theme Park Adventures, where Taylor, guess what? Taylor is, I think you were actually here first, and it's probably because you didn't get out of bed. But let's say hi to Kevin. Adventures. I love Kevin. I love Theme Park Adventures. So it's a match made in heaven. Thank you so much for being here, Kevin. See what I did there? I rhymed. Mike Klemovich. He is an amazing pirate crew member of the channel. You can tell that by that fantastic little medallion, pirate medallion next to his name. He's also a moderator of the channel. So thank you, Mike, for keeping us all safe and everybody in line. We appreciate you. And we also have Brian's West Coast Disney Adventures. Welcome, Brian, and thank you for being here. He's an amazing friend, member of the Pirate Crew channel member, as well as a moderator. So thank you so much, Brian. We have Byron Chandler, who, guess what, Taylor?
Keeps our self-esteem skyrocketing.
Single-handedly through the roof. We
I
really believe in our
gorgeous. Yes, I need that type of attention in my life.
Yes, so they men take note from Byron. Disney Circus Girl is here. Next Friday, we're going to be doing an entire stream about Disneyland Paris and what Americans in particular need to know before they go to Disneyland Paris. Really, if you're coming from anywhere that is not in Europe, it's probably going to be a great advice. But particularly for Americans, we're going to be talking about all those things that you just need to know before you go. Things like, do I tip or not? Do I really have to drink warm water? Is my soda really not going to have ice cubes in it? All those things we need to know. Matt is here. Jack Sandy Claus Logan, who just floods me with fantastic pictures of things he's doing every day. Stevie Lee is here. Oh my goodness. Hello, fabulous Stevie Lee. James isn't here today. He may show up in chat, Stevie. So if he does, please roast him there. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
He got permanently kicked out for the stream. His bad behavior is
he cannot be trusted. I think was it Katie Mack one? I have the mug right here. I'm going to send it out on Saturday, tomorrow. But she won with James got kicked out 16 times because, he's cheap. And I just, it's a thing. It's a thing. He says bad things and he gets kicked out. So, and now I have to do this. And I know, Taylor, it's going to drive you crazy, but meow.
No.
Annie Coog is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. My favorite cougar, Annie Coog, fantastic friend and a moderator of the channel. We love, love, love her. So she is low key, fantastically hilarious. Definitely watch her comments. It will be coming on our next uh, behind the scenes cast member show that'll be on Spill the Disney Tea. She has the best like comments. So she is just fantastic. Former cast member, fantastic friend. Let's see. Oh, Sandy's here, Taylor, where you know what? The birds are well 24/27. We love Sandy. It's really not a stream until she shows up. And we have a brand new friend who joined us on Sunday on Melissa's newlywed game in chat. And he's been here for brunch and so happy to have him as a new member of our friendship here on YouTube. And it's JT. He has a whole bunch after that. But JT, thank you. Thank you. He always has fantastic questions and comments. Thank you so much for being in chat. And I want candy. Candy Mom is here, my very bestest friend. Thank you so much for being here, Cynthia. Yeah, she's everything sweet. See what I did there, Taylor?
Jill.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking about Adventureland. We are going to be talking about Disneyland Park because it's the OG, but we're also going to be referencing those wonderful things that are in Adventureland in Walt Disney World that are different or unique or just not at Disneyland. So let's bring on our special friends. That sounded funny, didn't it?
No.
That sounds almost like a I mean, they are special and they are friends, but when you say it together, it kind of sounds like one of those what is that? Friends with benefits? I promise they're not friends with benefits.
Oh
They're
my
just
goodness.
really fantastic friends. I'm in key form today. We have brand new to our channel.
Jill.
Everyone, please give a warm, warm welcome. First time on the Mickey Bunch. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. Vicky from Vicky's Tinkertails. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Were you worried backstage? Like, what have I got myself into?
No. I love the enthusiasm. I love the energy. It's so great for a Friday morning.
Will you please tell my family that? Please. Well, and I do want to say hi really, really quick to our newest member of the pirate crew, Brian K. So welcome, my pirate friend. Appreciate you being here. So Vicky, really quick, tell us a little bit about you, your channel, while we, are all gearing up for our tour through Adventureland.
So I'm Vicky's Tinkertails. I started my channel about a little over 2 years ago, and just as kind of a promise to someone that is very special to me to keep a legacy alive for our family. And so I started it. My stepson actually was the one that kind of said, "Hey, this is a great retirement plan for you guys. Talk about things that you love." And I'm like, that is something I thought I'd never do. And he's like, "Well, you just got to do it to see how you like it." And it became a really good, fun little hobby, I guess, so to speak. And I've been doing it for 2 years now, so I love it.
And we love that you decided to take the plunge in this thing called YouTube. And
Yeah.
I messaged you encouraging to do what I tell all my children not to do, and that was meet someone you have only known on YouTube. Me, because we kind of live in the same area. So I can't wait to meet you in person. And someone else I really want to meet in person is the next guest to talk about Adventureland. Richard Bloomin' Cheese, where it's always bloomin' cheese.
Hello.
Hello. Where are you?
That
I
is a great question.
I
Did you
am
know
at
you
a
were doing this today?
yes, but I did not know beforehand. My Comcast at my house decided to be worked on today at 7 a.m. all the way up until 1.
Oh no.
Well, look at
So
you
I'm
being
at
a
a park that
trooper.
has Wi-Fi.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know parks had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, this one has its own box, which is kind of interesting. It just allows you to have your own Wi-Fi, and it's kind of helpful.
That's
That is kind of
amazing.
cool.
There's me showing up with my work computer to get free Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
If
it's
it's
not
free,
that
it's for
great a
me,
service,
Richard.
but it's still free. I don't know how long it's gonna, the stream, but
Well, thank you for bringing your A game. Oh my
Hey, at least
goodness.
he has a good background. Him
He
and Vicky
does. Look
are
at mine.
outdoing us.
I know Vicky and Richard's background, and then there's Taylor and I.
Yeah, they look like they're screaming.
stepping
I
up my
just got out
game.
of
It's called
bed.
outdoors.
They know what they're doing, and someone else who knows what he's doing is Jamie's Disney Kingdom, probably the sweetest man on the YouTube. Yes.
Agreed.
So
YouTube. Ah, it's YouTube. There's no the.
I always put
Just
the in
on
front of
YouTube.
things just because it triggers Taylor. So like the YouTube, the
Facebook,
television,
anything.
the Facebook, and I also on purpose don't call it Instagram. I call it InstaFace.
No, immediately.
Just those little things in life. But let's now, Vicky, you are a self-proclaimed Disneylander, just like I am. Now, and I think Richard, if forced, he would say Disneyland.
Disneylander, yeah.
But he does everything: Disney cruises, Disney World,
Yeah.
everything. Just So we're gonna be talking about Adventureland. So we're gonna
Okay.
go through there. Let me get my little slide ready. I did a slide so we'd be prepared. Oh goodness. Oh, where is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, talk to us about oh my gosh. Did I do it in a different setup?
Goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this. I'll be right back. You guys for just a minute. I'll be back.
And she left.
And she's out.
Oh my goodness.
Well, guess we're taking over the channel now.
Apparently.
So talk amongst
But
yourselves,
you have
right?
to talk. Okay. Why, Taylor, am I not seeing it?
I don't know. Just ditch the slideshow.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can.
Yeah,
It's
we can
so
just talk
good
about
though.
Yeah, apparently it's not.
it.
I
literally worked like 6 hours on this.
How did it
like-
take you 6 hours on a slideshow?
You got to find all the pictures. If she has a lot of pictures, I guess so. But
Apparently, we got to teach her how to use PowerPoint effectively.
Everybody in chat, talk amongst yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think I found it.
She's
I
not
did.
technologically savvy, just so you're aware. Hello, James. There's bets on how long it'll take for you to get kicked out. Oh, whoops.
I may get kicked out. Are you kidding me?
Go over to your house and fight you.
There's James.
I left
Yeah.
everyone speechless. They just, wow. Okay.
Jail
So here we go.
immediately.
Here we go. Look at
Okay.
that. Look
Okay.
at that. A beginner's guide to Adventureland. And thank you, everyone in chat. You're amazing. And thank you for staying with us because, I owe you. So there's that great Adventureland. You really do feel like you are entering a different location. It's like like time travel. It's like, in Harry Potter how they have those port keys where you touch something and you just think of where you want to go and it takes you. That's what
Yeah.
Disneyland does, and they take us into Adventureland. The first thing you see when you go into Disneyland's Adventureland, if you're coming off, and we talked about this yesterday. Chat, let us know, when you go to Disney, are you team go left or team go right? We're always team go left. So the first
I've
thing you're
been
gonna
both,
see
so
is the Walt. Well, I think if you go right, go to Tomorrowland. Which
yeah.
I try to avoid. To be honest.
I like
But
Space Mountain, but Star Tours is no bueno. And I will crush anyone on Buzz Lightyear. I am very good.
Yes. Okay. We're actually the stream now. I'm so sorry. I think I'm getting too little sleep and too much caffeine. So we're gonna start at Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. This was one of my mom's favorite attractions where the birdies sing. At Disneyland, it's really kind of intimate. You go in and there's the statue kind of show, and it's all around. Where at Disney World, it's a little more commercial feeling, where you have the railing and the ramps and things like that. But at Disneyland, it really is intimate. Like you're in a Polynesian kind of paradise, and then the statues kind of put on a show every, I would say, 20 minutes or so, and they light up and they squirt water and they tell kind of the story about their little the Hawaiian god or whatever, and it's pretty cool. Like, I love the Maui one. It's actually kind of frightening, the Maui one, and then the other one. So it is really, really cool. There is, and I didn't get the picture, but in my shorts, I have, it's called Maynard, a Disneyland treasure, I believe. Definitely check that out. Maynard is a cast member at Disneyland. He is infamous, and he's usually at Haunted Mansion or at the Enchanted Tiki Room, and he's something else. So definitely look up Maynard and check out that short where he has a conversation with us, and he's just hilarious. But if you ever get the blessing of having Maynard open and close the show of the Enchanted Tiki Room, there's nothing like it. Have you guys ever experienced Maynard
No.
yourself?
I don't
What?
remember who I got.
Oh,
So
man, you would remember Maynard. He's amazing.
I
But
was
yes,
9.
he's still there. He's still
Yeah,
there.
it might have been him. I don't know.
You haven't been to Disneyland's Enchanted Tiki
Well,
Room since you were
inside the
9?
tiki room, I always go.
Oh, oh no.
Gone.
I see how it is.
Richard,
I
we
just
need
don't
to
go to the
change this.
inside that much.
We need to change this. I love nothing more than going over Frontierland, getting a churro, hauling cookies over to the Enchanted Tiki Room, getting a Dole Whip right there at the stand, and going in and listening to the show. I just love it. And then having my churro. I like to dip my churro into the Dole Whip, and it's just the best thing ever. And I do love that this is the only attraction that actually has Walt Disney's name in it, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yeah.
And it's because his brother Roy did not want any part of this, and Roy was the financier. So Walt Disney said, you know what, we're putting it in Disneyland, and I'm going to pay for it personally. So Walt Disney actually paid to put this in. It was his money, his investment, and so it will forever have his name attached. So, so pretty darn cool, right? Pretty darn cool. So I love that. Originally, Walt Disney wanted to have real birds in there, and have serve food. But birds poop.
Yes. Yes. If you remember correctly, that was the same for wasn't it the Crystal Palace at one time?
Yes, at the Crystal Palace, he
Yeah.
also wanted to have exotic birds
Yeah.
in there, and birds poop and food doesn't usually go well together. So
Not really.
but they were actually the first animatronics. So they were the ones that, he needed to make the birdies sing. So we can all thank the birdies in the Enchanted Tiki Room for all those amazing animatronics that have come since. So
Yeah.
pretty darn cool. So, and I do love those attractions that have Walt fingerprints in them.
Yeah.
It's just like a nod to Walt. And Cynthia, Taylor is with you. Taylor is absolutely petrified and goes absolutely hysterical, like around any birds. Ducks freak her
They're
out.
scary.
She does not like birds. So,
Yeah.
thank you, JT. You're saying it's insane in a good way, And welcome, Nico the
Yeah, I've seen
Greco.
the birds.
He's another Arizonan. Well, he started somewhere else. Where remind me, Nico, but he's now in Phoenix area.
Yeah.
So glad to have you here. I can't wait to bring you on, Nico, and hopefully you'll join me, Vicky. And now we know someone else that you told me about when I do the 50 states of Disney and we talk about Arizona. So
Yeah.
super excited about that. Okay, so next on our little thing here is the Dole Whip stand that we talked about. Now, again, in Walt Disney World, and this is just a comparison, it's not a judgment. But the one in Walt Disney World is as you exit the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yes.
It is very commercial looking. It looks like, many of the other quick service kind of walk up things. Not at Disneyland. It literally looks like you're in Hawaii and it's a little, stand that maybe a pineapple grower has put out and they're serving fresh pineapple and fresh frozen delicious juices and treats and things like that. So it's kind of a hack, but people have started to talk about it more. But there's
Not
usually a
anymore.
line
Not
that go
anymore.
not
That
since
is only
COVID.
pickup service.
Now it's only pickup service. Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
change back, but
It's only pickup. And
it
plus
used to be kind of a hack to go into, like, you're going into the Enchanted Tiki Room and there was another back one, but everything's changed since reopening.
it has the most flavors of Dole Whip throughout the whole park. So why wouldn't you go
Yes.
there?
Right.
You know?
Oh my
And those
goodness.
bao buns, I have to tell you, both
Well,
Disneyland
that
and
is
Disney World.
Well, that
in,
we'll be talking about that
Tropical
actually
Hideaway.
next. We'll be talking about that next, but this is just that little stand. What I love to do and what Matthew loves to do is, what are you, team Vicky, on the? Do you get just the frozen Dole Whip? Do you get the float where it has the
I get the
pineapple
float.
juice and the?
Yeah.
Well,
The float,
what
that's my
Matthew and I. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I love the float. That's my favorite.
Oh, it's so great on a hot
It's
day
so
to
good.
get some of that pineapple juice, and it's so good. Um, we order the float, but ask them to package it separately. So they give us a little container of the Dole Whip and a cup of the juice, and it's so nice. So we kind of do it that way, and I think you get a
Yeah.
little more.
Nice
Thank you so much, James. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you for being amazing. So what you got, Richard?
For still talking about the Dole Whip.
Well, we can go next to where I think you wanted to talk about, and it is called, what is this
Tropical
called?
Hideaway.
Tropical Hideaway. Yes. Tropical Hideaway. It used to be kind of a underused space where you could meet Aladdin and Jasmine and Genie and those kind of things. And then they've redone it. So they serve Dole Whip and all kinds. I mean, like Richard was saying, all flavors of whip. And then they also have those bao buns in all kinds of flavors. Taylor is a big fan of the egg rolls. So talk to me about the food here because it's amazing.
It is amazing. I love the egg rolls are great here. Probably the best in Disneyland, in my opinion, probably. And also I just love the bao buns. It just matters on what you're feeling that day. All three are great. If you're feeling one or the other, I would just go towards it. I like the lime, if I remember correctly, lime chicken.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Really good. I love that one.
They have those salads that come in a cup too. They kind of come in like what you would think of as maybe like a Starbucks Frappuccino comes in.
Yes.
And then you shake it, and then it kind of mixes the salad. So if you want to eat healthy at Disney,
Yeah.
you can. But that's kind of fun. But I like what I think is a good idea is, with who you're with, order a little bit of everything here and, get to try everything.
Another thing that most people don't know is also at Disneyland and at Disney World, this is one of the only places you can get rum with your Dole Whip. So you can get like an alcoholic version of the Dole Whip with the drink underneath, and then it has Dole Whip on top.
Now, I know you can do that at Disney World. I'm not sure if you can do that at Tropical Hideaway. I believe the only alcohol served at Disneyland right now in Disneyland proper is at the Blue Bayou.
Okay.
So you may have
I did not know.
Don't they also
I've been
have
to
an
Disney World too many times.
They do at the Disneyland Hotel. There is a
Yes.
coffee shop kind of near where the pool is. Just as you exit the Fantasyland Tower, there's a coffee shop and they serve Dole Whip, and you can get it with rum, as well as at Trader Sam's at the Disneyland Hotel. You can get Dole Whip with rum, which rum is always a good idea. Yo-ho, right? So, I actually got it, and Matthew did as well at Trader Sam's, and it was really good.
Yeah.
So yes. So thank you so much, Cynthia, and thank you everyone in chat. You're amazing. Now the bao buns, have you had those, Taylor? Or
They have dairy.
They have dairy. But those
I
are
can
just
only have the mochi, the peanut butter and jelly mochi, and the spring rolls.
Okay.
Taylor has a dairy allergy, so but it's good to know you have some options there. And I do
think Mike, they have only non-alcoholic ones here. They've got a Dole Whip float, Dole Whip swirl float,
yeah.
And then they've got a whole bunch of like pineapple juice and Cokes and stuff.
Yes, at Tropical Hideaway and Getaway. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hideaway.
I cannot English today. But at Trader Sam's, you can get any of their fantastic drinks, non-alcoholic. So, and they have a lot of secret menu items there. So we'll definitely be talking about that, because we're going to go through, once we go through each of the lands, we're going to start going through the resort. So, and my favorite is the Disneyland Hotel. So, yes. So there's that. We're going to, obviously, because I'm hungry and I'm always hungry. We're going to talk about next Bengal BBQ. I think if there's anything essential Disneyland in Adventureland, you have to go to the Bengal BBQ. Now, I think Tropical Hideaway and Bengal BBQ are good little like fillers. If you really want something light, you're going to have a big dinner at Plaza Inn or Blue Bayou or Cafe Orleans later. It's kind of this nice little healthy but delicious treat. Those skewers, tell me about them, guys. What do you think, Vicky? Is it a go-to for you?
It is a go-to every time we go. Every single time. We never fail to go to Bengal BBQ. Get a couple of skewers. We get a vegetable one and usually 2 different meats, and then take them off and make a meal between the 2 of us, my husband and I. Love them. And also we get, like you were talking about having them package things separately. We do the same thing with the sauces, so with extra sauces for dipping and stuff like that.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, say that again, because that is a hack I did not know. And welcome, Surf Mom. Surf's up, dude. Thanks for being here, John. So wait, you asked for the sauce
separately. Like they'll do they'll still like barbecue it with the sauce on, but we ask for the sauce separately as well, so we can go ahead and have it for dipping. But we also do 2 different skewers of the meat and then the vegetables as well.
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
Often 2 different like, little plates that they have, those little paper plate things that they have, and divvy them up so we can have a little bit of everything.
They're so
Oh,
good. They're so good, and it's not I mean, even though it's called barbecue, it's definitely not what us as Americans think of as barbecue. It is
yeah.
definitely a Polynesian, kinda Asian influence,
Mhm.
and it's so good, so good. I actually did the, recipe at home. Do you remember that a couple years ago, Taylor? And, oh my gosh, so, someday I'll do a video about that, but, it's so good. I am obsessed with the bacon wrapped asparagus. The
Definitely.
bacon
Yeah.
is so perfect. Like it's like crispy and it's got a glaze on it and that asparagus and you feel like, "Oh yeah, I'm eating healthy. I'm eating asparagus. Of course it's wrapped in bacon." But
That is some
it's
good tasting healthy food. I got to tell you.
Yeah, it's very good.
It is so good. It is so good. They
Yeah.
also have a drink there instead of the mint julep like we find in New Orleans Square. They have the jungle julep, which is like a mix of all kinds of wonderful juices. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful like purplish pink color and it's really really good. So I definitely suggest
It's
getting your
almost like fruit punch in a way to me. It's just
Yes.
so many different flavors with it. It just amazes me each time I have that. So
And they usually put something fun like a flower or a slice
yeah.
of orange or something like that. They pretty it up so cute. So you feel like, I don't know, you feel all kind of cute walking through with that. So it's so cute.
Do you know
Welcome,
if they have?
Megan.
Do you know if they have desserts at this place? Or I don't remember if they do ever have
They
desserts.
usually do have, and that usually changes through the season. That is something Disneyland does
It's always
really
like a
well.
seasonal thing.
I know I had the pineapple upside down cake one time there
Okay.
with like it had Dole Whip on it. And then they had some sort of like papaya berry pound cake or something one time
Okay.
too. So it
So
always
it's
kind of
seasonal.
changes. So it is definitely seasonal. So
Seasonal.
definitely check that out at Bengal BBQ. Bengal BBQ is directly across from Indiana Jones.
Yes.
So, it's easy to find and it is I think it's fantastic for, that midday or mid-afternoon, you've not eaten for a while, you're not gonna eat for a while. You just need a little something and that little shot of protein deliciousness uh, is just perfect. Perfect.
It's the best.
Um,
It is the best.
they did recently take away some of the well, a couple years ago, took away some of the shopping area, and added,
Yeah.
seats and places to dine. Definitely check out there because there is a Indiana Jones pinball machine from the '80s, in there that you can
Yeah.
actually play. So it's kinda tucked in a corner. It's kinda one of those, like, hidden things. So, I like to pop in there and, play the pinball machine. Um, but let's move to attractions. And I think I'm going in order of like as you're walking through Adventureland. First we meet the Jungle Cruise. And if you want to know more about Jungle Cruise, there's a behind the attractions on Disney Plus, and the first one is all about Jungle Cruise, and it just makes you love this attraction even more. Vicky, tell me what your thoughts are on Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise is a must go if the lines are not super, super long. Because I absolutely love the dad jokes from the skippers.
Hello?
I love them.
I
They're
think that your ride definitely depends on your skipper.
True.
That's true. And I heard that there's a couple of skippers that you want. I was watching I don't like a behind the scenes kind of thing, and there's a few that they named that are still current. So I'll have to watch it again and find out what those names are and drop that in the comments later. But
Oh, that
it,
would be great.
they're amazing. There's
Well,
I
I
can
I
get over it.
mentioned Maynard, the cast member that is usually at Haunted Mansion or the Enchanted Tiki Room now. He originally
Mhm.
started as a Jungle Cruise captain. And anyway, if you don't know, literally look up Maynard Disneyland, and he's amazing. So, but yeah, I agree with Taylor. Your skipper, what do they call them? Skipper, captains? I don't know. But
Yes.
they make it or break it, And for an opening day attraction, Vicky, you mentioned that the lines can be crazy long.
They
Crazy.
are.
And they go up and up the stairs and all kinds of nuttiness.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is definitely a must do. It's good to hit early morning or the very last thing before the park closes. That's
Yeah.
usually the best time to get in. But it is fun. It's another one of those attractions that Walt really wanted live animals, but live animals usually sleep all day and are up at night.
Yeah. That would not work.
So we had some more amazing animatronics that came out of this, but yeah. So
I like the
love it.
refurbishment on this that they did
Mhm.
recently. So
You know,
personally,
I love I'm not one of those people that are like they should never change attractions.
yeah.
And I do love that they oomphed it up a little bit. But I think Trader Sam is essential. Sorry. I really
Okay.
do. And I just
The entire end of the ride is super lame now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
because you
I
can
understand.
bring back Trader
super lame.
Sam.
Or like something, it's just like, oh, there's a monkey. Like, okay, this is a waste of my time. Get out of here.
Oh my goodness. Welcome Lisa, Keith, and Joey. It's Joey's World. Thank you so much. Love them. Definitely check out their channel if you just want happiness and fun in your life. They just did a parody of Mr. Sandman, the song, to Mr. Troll or something that trolls their channel and gives them the thumbs down.
Mm.
It's really cute.
Awesome.
So they sing a song all dedicated to Mr. Thumbs Down. It's so funny. Anyway, back to Jungle Cruise. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's great during the day. I kind of dig it at night, and I love when they do the Christmas overlay, the
Yep.
Jingle Cruise. So
Yeah,
they're. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. But yeah, it's really fun. There are lots of little hidden gems in there too. I'm going to
Yeah.
talk about the next one. But if you look above the Jungle Cruise, there is a kind of jade glass looking elephant. And that was actually owned by Lillian Disney, and she donated it to help decorate the outside of the Jungle Cruise. So definitely check that out. But this story is one that just makes my heart. This is when people say, what's the difference between Disney World and Disneyland? I love Disney World. Disney World is full of magic. It's amazing. I think where Disneyland differs in a way is that their dedication to history, their dedication to sentimentality is so apparent. And one of them is the famous Dominguez tree. Now, do either of you know the story? Do you want to tell it? It's just at and you can kind of see how they've cut it. It's between Indiana Jones and Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
And actually, as you kind of walk up as that long line through Jungle Cruise where you go upstairs and downstairs, you can see they've actually cut into the Jungle Cruise to make room for this ginormous Dominguez palm tree. So do either of you want to tell the story? Or I will. But okay, so Anaheim was originally just mostly orange groves. It was, farmers and orange groves. And when Walt was looking at Anaheim, he had to purchase the land from different farmers. And one was the Dominguez family. And so he went to them and talked to them about this dream of Disneyland and wanting to build this fantastic park for families. And they said, yes, we'll sell, but can you do us a favor? And they said, can you keep this palm tree forever in Disneyland? And Walt said, of course. And the reason it was so important to them is that palm tree had been given to them as a wedding present. And they planted it, and they didn't want it to be torn up and not forever live like their love. So Walt made that promise, and even after his death, Disneyland has been committed to forever keeping the Dominguez tree there. You can see it. It's huge. You can see it from lots of places in Adventureland. It's the most towering of the palm trees.
Yeah.
And as you go through the queue to Jungle Cruise, you can actually reach out and touch it if you want to. I've done it before. I've taken many pictures by it. But I just think that is so sweet. And actually, uh, the original couple, the Dominguez, their grandson, Juan, ended up working at Disneyland originally as a ticket booth guy. And then he worked his way up and became in charge of all attractions at Disneyland. He actually has a window on Main Street. It says the Orange Growers and then Juan Dominguez. So
Yep.
he was kind of given honor and homage there. But I think that's really cool. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It really, really is. And you could walk by it 100 times and not know. There's not a plaque or anything. It's just kind of one of those hidden, wonderful gems in Disneyland. And it's right next to Indiana Jones, which was is amazing. Talk about long lines. That's usually, as the park is closing, we'll go hit Pirates one more time and then try and skirt into Indiana Jones, right
Yep.
at closing time because they can't tell you no. But this ride vehicle, as I was doing a little bit of research, it's actually a oh goodness, now his name, the Imagineer Baxter.
Tony Baxter.
Tony Baxter is his baby, but he wanted something that was like Taylor's not favorite ride, Star Tours. He said, "Hey, can we take that same gimbal mechanism and put it on wheels?" And so what they did was they created a whole new ride
Yep.
vehicle based
Only
on
in Disneyland.
Only in Disneyland. Now
Only in Disneyland.
they replicated the similar ride mechanism in Animal Kingdom, but
Yes.
it's just amazing to me. The animatronics in this, the ride, that it's like taking you in the movie. It's set in 1935, which is before Raiders of the Lost Ark, if you're into like the time sort of things. I do love that the green Jeep there was actually used in Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, and they have lots of the movie props. They kind of scattered as little hidden gems throughout. I did not realize. I usually Taylor is with me when I ride this, and she's in a wheelchair, so we go kind of through the exit. But if you go through the regular queue, it's amazing. It's a show in itself, but it is a half-mile walk.
It is, but there's just so much detail that they thought of putting into the regular queue line, and you just kind of miss it if you go through the express,
Yes, there's things to touch, and there's I don't know if any of you went when they had the cards that had the symbol kind of alphabet, and there's little hieroglyphs or petroglyphs that you decipher. It's really, really cool. The ride itself is just amazing. It frightens me every time. And you don't want to look Mara in the eyes, or else doom will befall you. But I love that they put some of the real things in there. My favorite, and I think the most famous kind of hidden treasure throughout Indiana Jones is if while you're watching the projection, you turn around. Now you have to be taller than me and Taylor, but if you look up, there's the sign from the parking lot, Eeyore. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Because Indiana Jones is actually outside of Disneyland where the ride is. You have to go under the train track and that half mile. And it's actually where the Eeyore parking lot used to be. So the cast members kind of tucked that back with a bunch of the little treasures. And so you can see that kind of nod to the parking lot that used to be there.
That parking lot was where my dad and most of my family parked at when we first went to Disneyland.
Oh my goodness. Eeyore was your favorite?
Yeah. Eeyore was our favorite because I went there when I was 9.
Hi, Catherine.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I know that was the parking lot, so we didn't even get to go to this ride the first time we went there because it wasn't conceived
Yeah, I
conceived of
think
yet.
it opened in 1988, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, what people that go to Disney World and haven't been to Disneyland don't know is you actually used to pull right up to the to
yep,
the gate.
yep,
So before California Adventure, before all these attractions, you just kind of parked right there and
yep.
walked right in.
And
Hi
Disneyland is still
BDF.
growing to this day. So
And thank you so much, everyone that's in chat. You're amazing. I love you guys. Again, and welcome to Catherine. And thank you so much. So I think that's pretty cool. I love all those nods. There's a few hidden Mickeys also in
yeah,
Indiana Jones. So definitely check out that hidden Mickey book. My favorite though is there's thousands of skulls through and skeletons throughout the
yeah,
queue. There's one wearing Mickey ears. So, let me know if when you go, if you find that skeleton wearing Mickey ears.
yes,
Another one of those little hidden gems, and I think Vicky brought the book. Let me show her
yep,
big really quick. Yes, and you can buy it on Amazon, I know. It's a little golden book. It came out in 1955 originally. There were a series of 3 Disneyland books to kind of, pep up everybody's enthusiasm for, the new theme park. But one was The Little Man of Disneyland, and I think they
yep,
stole a little bit of the story of the Dominguez family. It is a little leprechaun named Patrick, and he lives in an orange grove in Anaheim. And Mickey and Donald and Goofy approach him and are like, "Hey, we'd like to really build this park, but we need your land." So
yep,
they end up taking him to like Walt Disney Studios and showing him around, and it's a really cute little book. You can buy it on Amazon. It's like $5. I definitely
yeah,
suggest it because they brought the book out for the 60th anniversary of Disneyland.
yep,
And they also put in the Little Man of Disneyland's little house. Now, if you're really, looking, you can find it. It's to the right of the entrance to Indiana Jones.
yep,
And you just kind of have to peek over and you can see the little chimney. And so
yep,
yeah, so the Little Man of Disneyland said, "Yes, I'll sell you my orange grove. You can build your Disneyland here, but I must forever have a home." So
yep,
so you can go and say hi to the Little Man of Disneyland. So I think that's another kind of must.
yep.
Do you guys like to look at little
I like
Patrick
to look
there?
at it. The last 2 times I went there, I
Hi,
found it,
Dennis.
but it was right behind a garbage can. So
So
I don't know
you
if I
have
like
to
that part,
scale
but
the last time I was there, which was in, July, and Taylor has
mhm,
been there since I was there, but they had actually, there used to be a fence all the way across, and you sorta had to step on the little rocks and lean over the fence. They've
okay,
actually, cut out the fence part there, so there's an
yes,
opening, so you can actually, I mean, you could actually knock on the door if you wanted to. I mean,
nice.
I I may or may not have done that. So anyway, you can actually and so I think they made the access a little better, because people were probably, falling into the foliage and
Yeah,
uh, falling over the thing. But I love that. Again, Vicky has the book. I have the book, but it's in Florida. And it's just a sweet little story, and it's a great little book to add to your Disney collection for sure. So, and I like to display mine at St. Patrick's Day. Is when I
yeah,
do that. So next we bring Tarzan's Treehouse. Now, to be
yeah,
honest, I mean, I don't think I've actually gone through Tarzan's Treehouse since the kids were little. And
yeah,
I don't think I've revisited since they got rid of the loincloth wearing Tarzan.
Ew!
But it used to be a
yeah,
favorite of mine.
yeah.
Ew! Okay. She's gone. She's gone. Goodbye. Nasty, disgusting, jail.
No, not jail. He
Jail.
was quite handsome.
Jail. Okay,
And I mean, tan.
okay. Yep, too much. She's disgusting. Absolutely
She's
disgusting.
out again.
Are you
She's
being
gone.
behaving? Are you going to behave?
I will, but I'm just saying you
Okay, no. Yeah, she's gonna
you actually used to meet Tarzan and like have him put his arm around.
Okay, done. I know.
She's trying to
Jail.
Welcome, Cherie, Surfer Girl, my good friend. I love you.
That's
Thank you for being
disgusting.
here. Okay, anyway, you used to be able to meet Tarzan there. They did do an overlay. It was originally Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, which is a fantastic
Who even
movie.
knows what that is?
James made me watch it the other night, and I know it's a favorite of a lot of people. So definitely, I think it's the best Swiss Family Robinson that is out there is the Disney version. But at Disney World, you can still go through the Swiss Family Treehouse, and I will say a lot of things are bigger in Disney World. It's ginormous in Walt Disney World. I think I have a picture of that later, but during the Tarzan movie, they rethemed it to Tarzan. They no longer, sadly, have a live muscular man in a loincloth, but you can see other things. If you look in the kitchen downstairs, there's a Mrs. Potts and Chip kind of tucked in there, hidden.
There's odes
and
to
the
other
nice jaguar that eats them.
Yeah.
And there's also a phonograph. Is that what those are called? It's not a record player. What is that? But it plays Swiss polka
Swiss Family
music.
Robinsons. Yeah.
So as kind of a homage to Swiss Family Robinson. So there's that in there. And it's just it's fun I think it's a good thing if you have little kids and they just want to get out of the stroller and go walk around and do something. And lots of things.
Isn't it
make
under
noise.
refurbishment because someone like broke through it?
You know,
at one time it was.
Yes, I think it's
It
fixed
wasn't
now.
too long ago.
I'm like,
I think it's still currently under refurbishment right now.
yeah,
something like
was over there
that.
about 2 months ago, and it was not open. It was the whole thing was closed off, had a big huge wall and everything else. So,
well, I think like Taylor said, thank you, Taylor, for bringing that up. See how in Disneyland it's different. So you enter kind of from the middle of the street or the walkway through Adventureland, and then you go across a rope bridge to get to the treehouse. And a man fell through. Now I don't think he went to the pavement, but like his leg. I watch these things and I think, why can't this happen to me? Why can't I fall through?
Well, because someone decided
it's like there. Disney tickets forever.
Right.
So they have a video of it out there of this guy doing it because he decided to jump up and down in one area.
Oh.
And so that is why it broke, probably. But someone that had a YouTube channel decided to video record this guy jumping up and down and then having a foot fly through the bottom of the floor.
Well, why can't that happen to me?
Because you don't try to jump up and down on
I
the
don't.
bridge.
The bridge low-key scares the heck out of me every time because it kind of sways a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
It does.
So and I'm not a person that's into heights, so but yeah. But you know when the Jungle Cruise boats in Walt Disney World sunk, like I literally was like, why couldn't that happen to me? I would have thrown myself down on the ground, started to have a panic attack, and act like I was drowning, even though the water was only 12 inches deep.
So the new outfit.
You better not say that too many times, or Disney might take notice and they might, watch over you. You'd have two black people, two black people.
I am never that lucky. I remember one time Taylor and I were at Disneyland, and there was some weird bird migration dealio going on, and a bunch of birds pooped on people at Disneyland. And I was like, why can't this happen to me? So the next time we went, I was just hanging out under trees, hoping the birds would poop on me, because everybody that birds pooped on got like brand new outfits, tickets, dinner, the whole
Hotel
thing.
room.
So I am trying, but it just never happened.
It would. It's so rare that happens, especially with the birds, since they have that whole cat population in Disneyland. So
Yes, the cats are real. Now, I don't
yeah,
think
the cats are
I don't
real. We've seen them on the island. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, they're really on Tom Sawyer's Island. I
Yeah,
always see
Tom
them
Sawyer.
at the Disneyland Hotel. So yeah, the cats of Disneyland are real. I don't know if cats are actually at Walt Disney World. Let me know if
Yeah.
you've seen them.
I think the cat wants to stay in my hotel room.
Taylor brings tuna.
I wonder what would happen if I like kidnapped a couple of them and like took them.
They do not try to run towards them. They're feral cats, and they might bite.
Yeah, Cherie, because I want that free outfit and dinner. So
Right.
I'm willing to get pooped on, but it just won't happen. But yeah, Taylor, I wonder, I mean, like, how OG would that be? Well, a big flex to be like, see that cat over there? He came from Disneyland.
Yes, I saw him.
I would call him Tom Sawyer.
Taylor, you can bring that cat backpack you have. She
Yes.
literally has a backpack that has like this clear dome that is intended for you to walk around with your cat.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I can start
okay.
taking my cats places.
So just bring that. We'll go to Tom Sawyer's Island. We'll bring a can of tuna.
Oh,
We're
he's
set.
mine.
You get a new cat.
Yes, Dennis James would be proud of my efforts to get things free because we all know he's cheap.
Yeah.
So here, kitty. Here, kitty. Oh yes,
Oh,
Grand Theft Kitty. Ray is always clutch with the comments too. So yes,
You know what? Someone has probably already tried to do that already by now. I would think.
I mean,
They probably even have a
someone came with
story of it
ducks
out there
and roasted
somewhere.
them, so
Well, yes, but I feel like the Disneyland Hotel would be, not that I'm actually planning this or anything, but I think the Disneyland Hotel would be easier than doing it on Tom Sawyer's Island. It'll be kind of hard to sneak a cat out of Disneyland. Disneyland Hotel,
Yeah.
however.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and then
Yeah.
again,
I'm
Vicky
pretty
is
sure my dad
thinking,
wants a
what
fake
have
cat."
I gotten myself into?
No, this is fun. The next time we're going to be doing this because this is fun.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we Tarzan's Treehouse, Swiss Family at Disney World. It's a
Yep.
fun thing to do if you have a lot of time. I mean, honestly, like I said, I
a
probably
lot of
haven't
walking.
been. Well, it's just like there's other fun things to do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fun, like exciting. So it's
But
not
you
that
know what?
exciting. But it is a one and done for me generally. Unless
It's for
Tarzan.
kids.
The view from that bridge for the fireworks
Yeah.
is
Oh!
amazing.
I didn't
Oh,
think
it
about
is
that.
amazing.
Okay, everybody take note. Next
Yeah.
fireworks show, go to the Tarzan Treehouse or Swiss Family Robinson. You have
Yep.
just rocked my world, Richard.
No
That
one
is
really
amazing.
thinks about that, and it has a straight line view straight towards the castle, but you don't see it, but you could see the fireworks.
That's
You
crazy.
definitely would put Swift or Tarzan's Treehouse back on my list of things to do. Because honestly, I have not been on that treehouse since it was Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's how long it's been.
Again, I haven't been since my littles were little. So, and none of them are little anymore. So, yeah. So, but to watch the fireworks versus now, generally, honest to goodness, when the fireworks are going on, I'm riding rides. But
Yes.
if I want to watch the fireworks, that's a great idea rather than wrestling to find a spot
Yep.
on Main Street.
Yeah.
So I like that. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of shopping. I think, especially, honest to goodness, at Disneyland, the Adventureland shopping is better than Disney World. They just you would think everything's bigger at Disney World. They would have like crazy huge shops. They just don't.
They
But
don't.
there is like a great, like, if you like designer sunglasses, there's a couple little shops. But
Yeah.
at Disneyland, I love the Adventureland shops. They have the bazaar. They have an Indiana Jones depot, I believe
Yeah.
it's called.
Mhm.
And there's really cool items that really do feel like you've gotten them from some exotic country someplace. And
Yeah.
there's no better place to get Indiana Jones merch than that shop. There are some fun things to do in there. I love the fortune tellers that they have throughout the Disneyland park.
Yes.
And the shrunken head Ned in the bazaar is hilarious. And you get this really cool card that has a great graphic on it, and with your fortune. So it's 50 cents. It's worth every penny. I had to throw that in there. But definitely really cool clothes that aren't necessarily Disney. There's a lot of like Ron John stuff in there, Panama Jack. They have the Pura Vida bracelet, just really cool stuff. So definitely check that out. Now we're going to Disney World. What is different at Disney World? They do have Sunshine Terrace, which, get ready. I think, am I hearing something
That was
weird?
Richard. I muted him. You were making very crunchy
I'm
alien noises.
I'm like, is someone eating peanuts? What's happening? Okay. Richard, we are gonna mute you just for a little bit, I think. Okay. So Sunshine Terrace, I love me some Orange Bird. I mean, I just love the character Orange Bird. Walt Disney World, believe it or not, was actually my first park and where I fell in love with Disney parks. Because I lived in Indiana and people in Indiana go to Disney World. And I actually have a picture of myself, which I'll show on the next slide. Not me, because my pictures are in Florida, but they had a character, Orange Bird, that walked around the park and you could get pictures with them. But the Orange Swirl, Disney World just announced that they are not serving Orange Swirl and they don't know if it'll ever come back. Give me thoughts on that right now.
They will.
Let me know, chat. What do you think, Taylor? I know you have thoughts.
They're never to be forgiven.
The
Orange Swirl was a million times better than the Dole Whip, for one. It was delicious. It was my true source of happiness, and they will never be forgiven.
Now, I do love me a Dole Whip, but there was something so wonderful about the Orange Swirl. It was just it kind of tasted like
Fanta.
or like, have you, I don't know, I'm kind of old, but my mom used to get these frozen orange juice cans and then mix them with water to make orange juice. Does anybody remember that?
I do.
And it kind of like sometimes in the summer, she would just dish out that frozen orange juice concentrate and put a little whipped cream on it for us when we were like swimming or whatever. And it kind of tasted like that. So it was just this delicious orange flavor. And I liked it mixed with vanilla ice cream. But I mean, it's Florida and it's Orange Swirl and it's Orange Bird. They're not getting rid of Orange Bird, but they're getting rid of Orange Swirl. So let's all flood them with emails and tell them to please bring it back. Taylor has oh. Okay, I missed something. Whole Foods for takeout. Okay, what did I miss? I don't know. Chat, I'm loving that you have your own conversation. I appreciate you. Yeah. I that's it's kind of an essential during a Disney World trip, I think, to get that orange swirl. And Taylor, they had one. Was it the I Love You? Is that what they serve there? They usually have specialty Dole Whip flavors as well, and seasonally, Disney World brings out different whipped treats. Taylor?
Yeah. What?
Are you here? She has a hack. So she gets the float, and I think it comes with strawberry Fanta soda, the
On
I
the
Love
bottom.
You,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has the orange swirl, and Taylor mixes
It's
it all.
huge.
It's huge, and she mixes it, asks for an extra cup, and we split it. But I'm telling you, mixed together, that thing is delicious. Delicious, especially on a hot, humid Disney World day. It's just the best thing ever.
I had it every day for lunch for a month.
Dennis, I agree. You can also get a lot of the whips at the Polynesian, which is my favorite Disney World resort. They do have a little stand that they have the Dole Whips and everything. And oh, it's just so good. It's so good.
The lime
And
is
then
pretty good too.
we
I
did I don't know if that's a forever flavor, Taylor, but we had it. Go ahead and talk about it. The lime was amazing.
It was really good. I liked it like half lime, half pineapple.
So
Delicious.
that's right. Half lime, half pineapple. They will mix it up however you like. They're usually really good. Cherie, I have had that Kokomora, and it's so good. It's comes with a cake pop that looks like those little coconut guys in Moana, and it's just fudgy deliciousness. And then it has the special flavor of Dole Whip too. So, and Whole Foods is a thing. It is a thing. So is Publix, quite honest.
Whole
And
Foods is.
Publix is their deli is amazing. It's amazing. Their prices on regular food at Publix is kind of high, but it's always really fresh and good. Their bakery and their deli are amazing. So going off topic, but that's me. I didn't talk about, but I
I skip
actually
ride. Skip.
if you're kind of waiting for that, to go on Pirates, maybe you got, the Genie Plus and you have a Fast Pass, whatever. It's just a cute ride. I will tell you, it was life-changing. I was there with Jalen and we rode it during the fireworks. It's like the Dumbo ride mechanism. It's right in the middle of Adventureland in Walt Disney World. And I'm telling you, no one was on it. It was just Jalen and I. And the cast member let us stay on the ride through the entire fireworks. So we were up in the air, swirling around on the magic carpet ride, watching the fireworks. And you could hear the music, and it was kind of awesome. So it's fun. I do think the spitting camels are a big hit in the summertime. It's like spraying water out at you, and that's always fun. And they do have levers that you can like make the magic carpet tilt, and then you can also rise it up and down. So it is kind of, adds a little something something. And we're talking pizza at Whole Foods now. Taylor, there is a Whole Foods near us. I know you were wanting to try something there.
Yeah, I went. Okay, for grocery shopping, I would say no. Now, everybody do realize I am like oil-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, everything free.
She can't have anything delicious.
I just feel like there is a lot of choices at the normal grocery stores nowadays, and I like to make things from scratch. I'm not going to spend $8 for like, you know what I mean?
But if you're wanting pizza, it's
I did get some barbecue bowel buns, and those were pretty good.
so Dennis is always coming in with those key tips. But yeah, I think Aladdin Carpet Ride is probably a one and done. But I it's kind of a nice if you have little kids. And then I do have some pictures of the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. It doesn't really show on here how ginormous it is at Walt Disney World. It is huge. I've actually never done it. I think I did it when I was little, but it is absolutely ginormous. So I wanted to do some of those differences at Disney World. Now, at Disney World, they weren't originally going to have the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. That was going to be a Disneyland exclusive ride. And so people went up in arms, like, where's the pirate ride when Disney
Yeah.
World opened? So they kind of put it in last minute. They didn't have a New Orleans Square like Disneyland, so they put theirs in Adventureland. The queue is pretty great. The store is great. The ride is thumbs down. So if you have no opportunity to go to Disneyland, definitely ride it, but you're missing so much. The one
Yeah.
at Disneyland is twice as long and has so much more of the story. But it is I love pirates, so it's always a thing. So let me stop sharing this. There we go. So that was fun. What did I miss? What did I
Do
miss?
you know if both of
from
them had gift shops?
Both what?
Both Pirates of the Caribbean rides
Have
have
gift
a
shops.
gift shop.
Caribbean.
Yes, the Pieces of 8 at Disneyland. Now, while it's intimate, that's a nice word for really small. It is just packed full of lots of really cool decoration.
Yes.
But the one at Walt Disney World definitely is huge. It's huge. It has a fountain in the middle.
Yeah.
It has
That's
one of my
fun.
favorite bathrooms, actually, because nobody knows it's there. Yeah, so I am definitely gonna do this, Dennis, and let you know what I think about the pizza and the chocolate chip walnut cookies. But yeah, I think there's some other things. Now they haven't brought it back yet, but I do have a video. If I think about it, I will put it in the description below. They had this really cool adventure game at Walt Disney World. We had Jalen do it, and he was actually dressed as Jack Sparrow, so it was perfect. But you kind of went around Adventureland on. They give you a treasure map. You have to go to the places on the map. It's interactive, so when you touch a thing with your magic band, the skulls start telling you things. The statues start spitting darts at you. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing.
And I
Disney,
remember doing that too
please
when I was
start
younger.
it again. You set a cannon on ball off out of a cannon thing. That didn't make any sense. And then but you get all the sounds and there's like 4 different treasure maps. And what's really cool at the end, you get to keep the treasure map. You get to keep the cards that you get. And then so like collector cards. But they also give you a fast pass for pirates. So you just walk up with your little pass. You've completed the adventure and you can go right on to pirates. So it takes about, I would say, 40 minutes to complete the adventure, and it's cool as heck. I mean, it really is. I will link that video down below because it is so stinking cool. So if rather wait in line 40 minutes or do something really fun and go right on the ride. So I think, if Pirates has a wait, it's definitely worth doing that. They also used to have Pirates League, which is actually where I first got hired at Walt Disney World, where you could go. It was like Bippity Boppity Boutique, but you could go in and become a pirate or a mermaid, and it did not have an age limit. So, they have not reopened that since reopening. So I don't know if they will, but please, Disney, open Pirates League because I think that's just stinking cool. And I love, you can't go to Bippity Boppity Boutique unless you're 12 or under, but you could go to Pirates League, and pirates are cooler than princesses.
True.
I like going to the barber. I've done that twice before at Disney World.
That is
I
so
don't
cool.
understand why they don't have a nail salon.
Yeah.
Taylor and I were just talking about this. We need a Disney, like a nail salon in the park, because how fun would it be to go and get your nails done and get like all kinds of Disney things on them at Disney? I mean, big flex right there. Disney, we need to be your Imagineers for ideas. So, just saying. And
Well, it wouldn't be that hard to do. They would just put it into the spas.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. See? Always thinking, always thinking. Um,
It's right there, you know?
I do Kevin, it's my favorite, 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 favorite. I love me some Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirate Red is my favorite. I love it. I love Blue Bayou. But we definitely check out our New Orleans Square um, beginner's guide to Disney parks because we really talk about my great love for pirates.
And,
So,
Of
and
course, Disneyland Paris has a nail salon.
of course they do. It's Paris.
yeah,
And Vicky, I saw on your Instagram, you just did a whole thing in your entryway, I think, dedicated to Paris. So you'll have you been to Disneyland Paris?
I, that is a that that little sign that says "Take me to Paris" is a subtle nudge to my husband.
Yes, take her to Paris. Well, definitely
Messages.
Disney Circus Girl was a cast member at Disneyland Paris.
Oh wow!
And she goes a lot and she has a great channel. So definitely check out her. Any mods that
Definitely.
are in chat, please go ahead and put links to Disney Circus Girl. She's going to be joining us next Friday as we go through everything you need to know as an American going to Disneyland Paris. So you won't want to miss that because there's lots of like uh, faux pas you can make if you don't go.
Yeah.
And you
Good to
don't do the
know.
peace sign because it means bad things in Paris, apparently. So,
Good to know.
and but really quick, let's go ahead and go around and tell us what's coming up on your channels. Taylor, I'm going to start with you. Taylor Made Magic. Her channel is linked down below. Can we expect anything anytime soon?
I need to clean my room first. My room looks like an episode of Hoarders. It's not good. It's not gross. It's clean.
It's not. It's just
when
there's
they
a
have
lot
like
of
a
merch.
collector, and it's like just
Mhm.
like all kinds of collectibles everywhere. That's my room right now. Like, boxes and piles of stuff.
Well, she has some great things on her channel. I'm so blessed to have her join us a lot. So definitely check out Taylor Made Magic. And when she cleans her room, she's going to have some great stuff coming out. How about you, Vicky Tinkertails? It looks like your room is clean. You have really cool stuff in your backdrop.
Thank you.
What's coming up on your channel?
I have Bippity coming. So I think it's actually I'm expecting it today. So that'll be coming up here for February. That box, and then I have a DIY that I just did yesterday. That's going to be uploaded in the next couple of days or so. To kind of finalize February, but March, I don't have a lot coming on in March, so I'm gonna have to really dig through my big
Well, maybe
idea.
you and I can meet up and we'll vlog it or live stream it. So definitely check out Vicky's Tinkertails. I know we're all in a swap. I think it's now been moved to April,
It
where
has.
it's like the pick 3 swap, and it was
Mhm.
fantastic last year. So definitely hit that notification bell so you don't miss that. And then
Definitely.
Richard, I'm going to unmute you because now that you're moving, it sounds like as Annie Coop said, a monster is in the room. So what are we looking forward to from Bloomin' Cheesa, who was just on with Pete McDevitt show for
yeah.
the Wednesday show. So definitely go check out Pete's channel, Pete McDevitt show, and see the interview that he did with Richard. It was really, really good. Okay, Richard, what's
So
coming up from the
coming up
international
on
traveler?
for a bunch of my shows, I know that I'm going to be with Space Mountain Dave live
Our good friend.
for a bunch of shows. It seems like tomorrow and the next day also, but also tomorrow and the next day I'm still going to have some vlogs, and tomorrow I show the I believe the turtles that you can find in Disney World.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah,
Cool.
I did
You
not
went on a
know
turtle
this.
search?
Yeah, there's a turtle sanctuary that no one knows about that's in Disney World in the middle of it.
Nice.
That is so cool. So
Yeah,
bringing
they're
us
trying to
all the
repopulate a certain breed of turtles, and they had a little information system on it, and it's right before you go to, let me think, what is that? Batu? Yes, Batu. So Star
Oh,
Wars.
okay.
There's
Wow.
a
So
little
there,
tiny bridge. You cross over it, and you kind of look to the left, and they don't know this, but it's fenced off so they don't try to run away. But it's little tiny turtles, and I have a video of a few of them all hanging out on a rock, and it's really
oh,
cool.
I can't wait to see that. I'm so glad they weren't actually breeding because I was a little worried at that point. But anyway,
Yes.
talking about that, we are Sunday night is Spill the Disney Tea. You never want to miss that. Sunday nights, 9 p.m. I appreciate you guys so much for coming to that. We're doing our series 50 States of Disney where we learn all about you and your home state. And we're doing the Golden State, the great state of California. I cannot wait. We're going to bring on some of our favorite Californians, PTV, Enchanted Rita. Oh my goodness, I'm going to forget someone. Brian Eisenhart. I can't even think, my brain. But our favorite Disneylanders, they're all listed down below to talk about everything they love about California. Where do they go get pizza? Where's their favorite place to show off the state when they have friends come from out of state? So next, that'll be California. Our next state will be Texas. So if you're from Texas or you know anything about Texas, reach out to me so that you can join that show. Thank you everyone for joining in chat. Chat is gold. You guys make my heart so happy. Thank you so much. Have a blessed and magical weekend. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. And everybody on screen, smile.